Hello and welcome back to my... Hello, I'm Mandy and I'm still so nervous in front of the camera. I'm so nervous. Hello, I'm Mandy and welcome back to my channel, where we talk about a lot of fun, crafty stuff, especially knitting. Today I want to share my story with you, how I use ChatGPT to find the perfect color for my next project, and I want to show you how you can do it too. After that, I want to show you a quick sneak preview of my current project. And for those of you who are interested, I also wanted to share a little vlog of the Midsommar fest that I talked about in my last video. If you're working on the project right now while watching this video, I would be super happy if you can comment it down below. I personally always love knitting in front of videos, and I would be super happy to finally also produce my own videos for the community. I'm super interested if you're knitting right now, what you're knitting on, so please share it in the comments below. By the way, the t-shirt I'm wearing is the Kutar tee by Sari Nordland. It was my very first garment that I ever knitted, and I think it turned out very, very well. I'm super proud of it. So yeah, let me get right into the story. So I don't know who can relate to it, but I personally always find it very, very hard to find the right color for myself. I have watched hundreds and hundreds of, okay, that's a little bit exaggerated, but a lot of YouTube videos on how to find my color season, which colors matches my skin tone. I just, for the life of me, cannot figure it out, even with tutorials, with examples of people. I think it's super, super hard. I always find it easier to tell on other people how colors look on their faces, but for some reason for myself, it's just so hard. So I was thinking, since I'm not the richest person, let's put it that way, and I cannot afford a color analyst, I was thinking, what if I use technology that's available right now, in this case ChatGPT, to help me find the perfect color for my skin. I always used to be a person that usually wears black colors, very dark colors, and I kind of feel like I want to become a more colorful person. So it makes it even harder to find the right color tones for me. Especially now that it's summer, I saw this amazing pattern by Kika, which is the Salty Day sweater. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, it would be so nice to have this sweater in yellow, in buttery yellow. And I think yellow is one of the hardest colors to match your skin tones. I also tried out ChatGPT for color analysis, but honestly, I don't think it's working very well. So I was uploading a lot of pictures of me and asked ChatGPT what color season I am, but I'm still very unsure. So what it told me is that I'm a summer type, but I don't know if it's like true summer or cool summer. And honestly, I'm also not 100% sure if I am a summer. I did try to take photos in daylight, so the colors are as natural and neutral as possible. But I still think that it's not very accurate. Also, a lot of times when I look at those videos of color analysis, it makes such a difference to have the colors like actually on your face and see how the colors bounces off of the fabric into your face. And this is also something ChatGPT cannot know. I think it is something that it's always best to check out in real life. And I also definitely in the future, it would be one of my, I mean, okay, dream is a little bit exaggerated, but it would definitely be super nice to hire a color analyst and to really check out which colors suit me the best. But until then, I'm still using the technology that's provided to me to find out or at least to help me with this issue. So since it's not very easy with ChatGPT to really define my, I mean, kinda, it was kinda okay to maybe find the right direction. I also asked ChatGPT to test out a lot of yellow tones based on my pictures. The results were kind of funny. I don't know which person ChatGPT learned on. It was definitely not me. The person looked a little bit similar, but also I was thinking the color tone is not exactly 100% matching to what I look like. I still thought, though, the information is kind of valuable. So, for example, what I learned about my skin tone is that very warm yellow colors are not that fitting. I thought what ultimately gives the best result is to actually go to a yarn store. So I did that. So I went to the yarn store and I picked up into a basket all the yellow skeins that I was thinking are nice, that I liked material-wise. And what I did then is I went very close to the window of the shop. So usually it's the best if you take a picture that is as neutral as possible. Usually that's with daylight. But also if it's not possible for you to take a neutral picture in the yarn store, I wouldn't worry about it too much, because I'm also thinking if you, for example, have lighting that's a little bit warmer, the color shift that's happening on your skin is also the same color shift that is happening on the skin, so it kind of equals out again. But definitely the more neutral light you can find, the better. So what I can recommend is using daylight. So what I did then is I literally took all the skeins and then photographed it next to my skin. First I used my arm. I took a picture of all the skeins and my arm next to it, and I asked ChatGPT, hey, what color do you think fits best to my skin tone? And it was super, super nice to get all the results. I will also write the prompts down in the description below so you don't have to type all of it. First of all, I still wasn't sure if it's very accurate. So what I also did is I did some more tests. I took 2 skeins right next to my face and asked ChatGPT, hey, or actually, let me, like this. Just imagine this is a different skein and a different color. And I hold it right next to my face and took a picture of it. Or what you can do is taking a picture like this and then ask ChatGPT, hey, left you can see my face and on the right you can see several color schemes. Please tell me which color matches best to my skin tone. And I did a lot of different combinations with that, and in the end it always ended up being this one. So it's the Sandnes Garn Line in the colorway 2112. What made this different from all the other yellow tones is that it's actually almost grayish yellow. It's not too warm. And I already cast on my Salty Day sweater and I'm super happy about the color. I think it matches my skin so well. Let me show you. I think I also have a video where I actually put this on. If I find it, I will blend it in. So yeah, that's the garment. As soon as this is finished, I'm very happy to share a project vlog of it. It's so much fun to knit on every section. Every section is so interesting and I can't wait for this to finish. I also think it knits relatively quickly. I also did another test with ChatGPT, which was unsuccessful though. So I was thinking, I always wanted to knit with knitting. Is it knitting? Yeah, Knitting for Olive. I find that their colors super, super pretty. So what I tried is collect all the colors from their website and then tell ChatGPT to make a list of all the colors and then give me a rating of 1 to 5, which ChatGPT thinks matches my skin tone the best. But when I did this test, I turned on the function where it put out all the reasoning that it's doing. And what I saw is that it doesn't really analyze the colors directly compared to your skin. What it does is it takes some pixels from that picture, then it gives it a name, for example, elephant blue. I don't know, it's probably not the correct color, but it's just an example. And then based on the name of the color, it determines if it could fit to your skin tone or not. And I find it a little bit problematic because let's take, for example, the name Frost Blue. When we hear Frost Blue, we all can imagine how the color could be. There is a certain range of it, but it's also, I feel like it could be so many colors as well. So I didn't find that very accurate. So I'm still testing on that. If any one of you found a cool way and can share some tips, I would be super happy if you can share it with our little community here. And I'm also always happy to learn something new. I think it's very cool to combine handcrafting, but also new technology that's available to us. I think it's fun to me. What do you think? Yeah, I really hope that little trick helps you to find your next... I really hope this trick helps you to find your next perfect color for your project. If it did, if it did, I would be super happy if you like this video and give it a subscribe. And now, as I promised last week, I wanted to share a little vlog of Swedish Midsommar that I got to experience this week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. I just love the universe sometimes so much. So after I celebrate, okay, maybe I should start from the beginning. Before I moved to the city, I was talking to people about, you know, finding a flat, talking about maybe sharing a flat, yada yada. And I almost ended up sharing a flat with a girl named. Yeah, we ended up like it didn't work out in the end, but we said, okay, let's definitely hang out one day because yeah, we really got along very well. Anyways, today I was on my way back from the yeah, from the place where we celebrated Midsommar. I was sitting at the bus station and I was looking to the left, and then I saw and it was so cool. I was like, oh my god. She's like, Mandy. And then, yeah, we just super spontaneously decided to spend the evening together. And yeah, she came over to my place and we cooked together. She taught me some, yeah, drinking songs, Swedish drinking songs. And we just had such a fun time. And I just love how things work out sometimes. Like you start into a day and you never know what's gonna happen at the end of it. Like, yeah, it's just so cool, and also shows me again that every day has the chance to turn out great, even like no matter how it started. And yeah, I just think it's so cool. I didn't film anything because we were too busy talking and cooking and whatnot. Also, I don't feel comfortable just filming people. But yeah, it was so much fun, and yeah, I wanted to talk about it, so maybe one day I will see the video and I will remember that moment because it was really cool. Yeah, I also wanted to add the only reason why we met at the bus station was because she actually missed a bus. So there was like two stations and the bus didn't stop at one of the stations, so it just drove past her. And she had to wait a whole hour for the next bus. And of course she was annoyed. I would be too. But I was just thinking, you know, one moment you're super annoyed because the bus is just not stopping where you thought it would stop and you have to wait an hour, but you never know what, you know, can come out of this situation. And in this case, if the bus would have stopped and she would have taken it, we wouldn't have spent this evening together. And I also think that's kind of cool that a lot of times, yeah, even though some annoying things happen, it can always turn into something really cool. And just, yeah, I love that.